bother me.
I'm glad I could have you on today. I have to ask you a few questions. We've been doing some filming, and we've been talking about soup because I feel like people really need to. Around the world, people just don't know that soup and broth are two different things. You know?
Oh, no, they're the same.
Oh.
Yeah, they're the same. So, the other day, we're in an art class, and somehow we got on the topic of Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, I asked, why is Kung Fu Panda so fat if you don't eat soup?
Uh-huh.
So then we got on just the topic of how to make soup, what soup's all about, and we got into this big argument about soup.
So, can you give me a rundown of what that argument was?
Oh, so to be honest, I don't really know.
So, can you tell me what you were going off of? Like, what your thought process behind this conversation was?
Yeah. So I was being told that soup was, so you get your water and you get your little chicken seasoning packet and you mix that together and that's your broth.
Yeah.
But then you add your baby carrot and now you got soup because of the baby carrot.
Right.
But so my
And
thought process.
the analogy was if you were to sit in a bathtub and you would technically be soup, right? Because you're the solid.
I would be soup because I would be the solid in the bathtub.
Yeah, and the like soap or whatever would be the like making the broth, you know?
That'd be the broth, and then you got your water. Soup is the chicken seasoning packet.
Right.
And I'm the baby carrot.
Yeah, what you were saying anyway. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah. So, I was being told that when you add the baby carrot in, now it magically turns into soup.
Right.
But then, so you eat that baby carrot, and now it's broth again, magically, because the baby carrot's gone.
So broth and soup are the same thing, in other words.
So they're the same. That's my thought process, was they're the same.
How would you go about spreading the word? Because I feel like that's what this whole video is about. We're trying to spread the word about soup and broth. I feel like you would know best. You're one of the most involved people in the soup community, you know? So, I mean...
Yeah, so... It's very hard to get the word out about soup because a lot of people, just don't care. They believe in one thing about soup, and they don't want to hear anything else.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm here today to figure out with you, Rusty.
For people to better understand your opinion on soup, right? I feel like we need to have a soup tier list to kind of encapsulate what your tastes in soup culture may be, you know?
Have you ever been to Panera Bread and tried the broccoli cheddar soup?
No, I have not.
Oh, you should, because that's my number one. Very amazing soup.
All right, Panera. All right, so we have the Panera broccoli soup.
You make the worst picture possible.
We'll just scale that down real quick. Perfect. So where would you rank? Hold on. Okay, so we have the broccoli cheddar.
Yes.
I feel like we need to have a classic, and that would be just regular chicken noodle.
Yeah, chicken noodle is definitely just a classic soup that I feel like everyone goes to.
Yeah. There we go, chicken noodle soup.
Oh, that's definitely Panera Bread chicken noodle soup.
It is. You could tell. Let's write that down real quick. Looks like a toilet seat. We mentioned black bean.
It's a good soup.
Yeah, it's a good soup. Do you want
It's
to know
a
why?
really good soup.
Yeah, you want to know
it's
why
a
it's a
good
good soup? Because this is what it looks
What?
like.
Oh no. Oh, that's definitely a good soup.
Yeah, it's a good soup right there. We'll shrink
I
that
want to
down.
try some black bean soup.
We'll shrink that down.
Yeah, shrink that down. Now you got some nice. What was that soup when I came to your house and tried some soup?
What? I don't know.
That was a good soup.
Here, I'll just look a good soup.
A good soup. because that was a good soup.
Yeah, there it is. You see it?
That looks about right.
Yeah, we'll shrink that down.
Yeah, some creamy tomato soup.
We'll shrink that down. This is something that people eat a lot with soup.
Sandwiches and soup.
Tacos.
Tacos.
We'll move on to the ratings, right?
Okay, what does S stand for?
S stands for super awesome soup.
Okay, what does A stand for?
A stands for a soup.
What does B stand for?
Broth.
D is the one where all the diarrhea tasting soup goes.
Well, we'll start with the tacos. So where would you rate the tacos?
Tacos should probably be S, because they're pretty amazing. Yeah, it's pretty good. Tacos are pretty good. I had tacos last night, actually, for dinner.
Oh, what kind?
Tacos.
So where would you rate this?
The chicken noodle. I feel like that should go on with broth, because if you eat your chunks out, then you have, it's still soup, but eat your chunks out first, and then you have your soggy soup.
All right, there it goes in
broth.
B tier. Goes in B tier.
Yeah, everyone's like, when you eat your chunks out, it's broth. No, it was a soup at one point because of the chunks. It doesn't change.
It stays a soup.
Personally, I've never had tomato soup.
You serious?
Yeah.
We're making a video all about soup, and you've never had tomatoes. Yeah, we'll put that in diarrhea tier. The good soup, the very good soup.
Yeah, that very good soup definitely deserves to go in the S spot.
All right.
Your mom was like, you should try this, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try it. Very good soup.
Very good soup.
It's very small. It's a good soup.
We'll put that right there. All right. Next up is broccoli cheddar cheese.
Definitely deserves to go S all the way. It's
Put that right.
better than tacos. Favorite soup.
The good stuff. The black bean soup.
Never had black bean soup, but I don't like black beans, so it's probably not gonna be the one for me. So I'll leave this one up to you, Rusty.
We'll put
Where
this.
Are you gonna rate?
Soup.
It is a soup.
It is
I
a soup.
agree with you on that one. It's a soup.
Now, another very important thing to eating a soup is spoons, right? We need to have spoons to eat soup. But
not exactly. You can drink it out the bowl.
Gavin, shut up. There's a lot of different types of spoons out there, so I feel like we should add spoons to this tier list and assign each spoon to each soup, because obviously every soup is completely different from one another. We know that because of the soup culture.
You gotta go with the plastic soup spoons.
Alright, so here's the spoons that we got, alright?
Definitely.
All right,
I don't know how this is gonna go along. I feel like that'd be very uncomfortable to put in your mouth, but
we got some plastic spoons.
Those are top tier. That's a good spoon.
That's a good spoon. We got the ramen spoon.
The what?
The ramen spoon. Yeah, we got this spoon.
Oh, yeah.
We got this spoon.
Oh.
So we got a lot of spoons.
That spoon is as big as her. I feel like that would fit in your mouth.
With God, anything is possible.
Amen, amen. Oh, no.
Here we go.
Oh, Lord.
Spoon rating time. We'll start off with a bang. Where would you put this one?
Probably S tier. That's definitely one I would eat with soup. No, I would probably eat it with tacos too, because you can smash out the tacos and then eat them with the spoon.
Right. I'll put that
sure.
right there.
Perfect place. This spoon, I don't really know. I don't really know where I'd put that spoon.
I think that's a good C. Because you can see the spoon. You know what I mean? It goes in C tier.
Because you can see the spoon.
Here's one of my favorite spoons. Right here.
Okay.
This guy is going to be feeding you every bite you take.
Oh, that's S tier.
Absolute S tier.
No question about it. If you're getting fed your own soup.
If you're gonna use this soup, you better be eating the broccoli cheddar with it, you know?
Oh, of course.
Alright, next up, the ramen spoon.
The ramen spoon.
So this one's a good one because it's like a ramen spoon, you know? Because it's like you can, like, eat the ramen with the spoon, you know? Because it's a ramen spoon.
Ramen spoon.
Ramen spoon. Alright, we'll put the ramen spoon in a spoon tier. This one, it's like it's a D.
I think
We hate this spoon. This spoon's awful. It even has a giant hole in it, so it's not even an effective spoon.
the
D
soup
tier.
is gonna fall through that hole, and then you ain't got no soup to eat. I kind of feel bad for C because it doesn't have. It's a spoon with no soup.
Well, you have to keep in mind, Gavin, that thing can be used as a bowl, so we'll call it a soup. Next up, the plastic. Yeah, the good stuff. This stuff's nice because it's eco-friendly, because you can throw it away, and it becomes garbage. This one, you would eat chicken noodle with this.
100%. That's chicken noodle all the way.
All right, final spoon.
The lady. I think that would go in either C or D.
I think it's a good C because you can see. So at the end of the day, here is our tier list.
I'm hoping that this tier list will, get out to some people and really help them understand soup.
Enlighten them, pretty much.
Enlighten them and help them to understand a little bit more about soup.
If you were to go up on stage right now and you were to preach about soup, what would your final words be?
They're not the same. Well, they are the same, but it's hard to explain. They're the same thing. That's all you need to know.
Nothing more?
Nope, they're the same.